Great acts are made up of small deeds. Meaning, significant accomplishments are built upon the foundation of small, often unnoticed actions and efforts. Time is a created thing. To say, "I don't have time," is like saying, "I don't want to." Meaning, time is a construct, and using lack of time as an excuse is often a way of avoiding or not prioritizing something. The world belongs to those who let go. Meaning, success and contentment come to those who can release attachments, expectations, and burdens. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. Meaning, gaining knowledge involves accumulation, while true wisdom is found in simplifying, letting go, and focusing on what truly matters. Do you have the patience to wait until your mud settles and the water is clear? Meaning, patience is required to let emotions and thoughts settle, allowing a clear perspective to emerge. If the people must be ever fearful of death, then there will always be an executioner. Meaning, fear of death perpetuates violence and control. A society that embraces death without fear would be more peaceful. Our enemies are not demons, but human beings like ourselves. Meaning, viewing opponents as fellow humans, not monsters, promotes understanding and compassion in conflict. There is no disaster greater than not being content. There is no misfortune greater than being covetous. Meaning, lack of contentment and constant desire lead to greater unhappiness than any external misfortune. Ambition has one heel nailed in well, though she stretches her fingers to touch the heavens. Meaning, ambition can ground you while you reach for lofty goals, helping to maintain balance and stability. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Meaning, intense and unsustainable efforts may lead to quick success but can also result in early burnout. He who defends with love will be secure, heaven will save him, and protect him with love. Meaning, approaching challenges and conflict with love and compassion creates security and divine protection. A scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Meaning, true scholars embrace challenges and discomfort in the pursuit of knowledge, rather than seeking comfort. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Meaning, love empowers and emboldens both when it's received and when it's given. Ordinary men hate solitude, but the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. Meaning, wise individuals find value in solitude, as it connects them to the broader universe. Love is of all the passions the strongest, for it attacks simultaneously the head, the heart, and the senses. Meaning, love is a powerful emotion that affects our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations all at once. Go to the people. Live with them, learn from them, love them. Meaning, true understanding and growth come from engaging with people, learning their experiences, and developing genuine connections. Because of a great love, one is courageous. Meaning, love can provide the courage and motivation to overcome challenges and obstacles. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Meaning, embrace change and go with the flow of life, rather than resisting it, to avoid unnecessary suffering. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. Meaning, the present moment is where the foundation for a positive future is laid. Every possibility starts in the present. If lightning is the anger of the gods, then the gods are concerned mostly about trees. Meaning, trivial matters often receive disproportionate attention and concern, while more significant issues go unnoticed. Is it not through her selflessness that she is able to perfect herself? Meaning, selflessness leads to personal growth and refinement. To be worn out is to be renewed. Meaning, the process of being worn out can lead to renewal and rejuvenation. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Meaning, center yourself in the present moment, observe without attachment, and let go of self-consciousness. The way to do is to be. Meaning, authentic action comes from being true to oneself and aligning actions with inner values. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. Meaning, excessive talking drains energy and leads to exhaustion. As soon as you have made a thought, laugh at it. Meaning, don't take your thoughts too seriously, sometimes they're worth laughing at. If you want to know me, look inside your heart. Meaning, understanding others requires introspection and empathy. A man with outward courage dares to die, a man with inner courage dares to live. Meaning, true courage involves embracing life's challenges, not just facing death. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Meaning, not everything that sounds good is true, and not everything that is true is pleasant. Muddy water, let stand, becomes clear. Meaning, give time for confusion or turmoil to settle, and clarity will eventually emerge. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself, it gives life to others as it transforms. Meaning, the universe's longevity comes from its selfless nature, constantly giving and changing. He who knows others is wise, he who knows himself is enlightened. Meaning, understanding others is wise, but true enlightenment comes from deep self-awareness. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. Through this, I know the advantage of taking no action. Meaning, softness, adaptability, and non-interference often yield better results than forceful action. Give evil nothing to oppose, and it will disappear by itself. Meaning, starve negativity by not engaging with it, and it will fade away. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. Meaning, after putting in effort, let go of control and allow things to unfold naturally for inner peace. Do you imagine the universe is agitated? Go into the desert at night and look at the stars. This practice should answer the question. Meaning, observe the vastness of the universe to understand its calm and order, even in apparent chaos. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Meaning, self-mastery is a greater form of power than controlling others. The wise man is square but not sharp, honest but not malign, straight but not severe, bright but not dazzling. Meaning, wisdom is balanced and nuanced, avoiding extremes. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue, not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. Meaning, recognizing one's lack of understanding is a sign of humility and wisdom. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Meaning, what may seem like a painful ending is often a starting point for positive change. From wonder into wonder, existence opens. Meaning, embracing a sense of wonder leads to discovering the endless mysteries of existence. The best fighter is never angry. Meaning, true strength lies in remaining composed and unprovoked, even in challenging situations. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Meaning, if you don't make deliberate changes, you'll continue along your current path. Act without expectation. Meaning, perform actions without attachment to specific outcomes for greater inner peace. Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth. This shows clearly the principle of softness overcoming hardness. Meaning, softness and flexibility can be more powerful than brute force. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Meaning, authenticity and self-acceptance command respect from others. Do not conquer the world with force, for force only causes resistance. Thorns spring up when an army passes. Years of misery follow a great victory. Do only what needs to be done without using violence. Meaning, avoid using force to control others, as it leads to resistance and negative consequences. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. Meaning, transformation can turn an ending into a beautiful new beginning. The master observes the world but trusts his inner vision. He allows things to come and go. He prefers what is within to what is without. Meaning, true insight comes from within, and a wise person is open to the flow of life. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. Meaning, simple living, patience, and compassion are valuable qualities to cultivate. The hard and mighty lie beneath the ground. Meaning, true strength often lies hidden beneath the surface. A good traveler leaves no tracks. Meaning, a wise person treads lightly and doesn't leave a harmful impact on their surroundings. While the tender and weak dance on the breeze above. Meaning, the delicate and flexible thrive even in challenging conditions. Loss is not as bad as wanting more. Meaning, desiring more can lead to greater suffering than simply experiencing loss. Silence is a source of great strength. Meaning, inner strength can be found in the quiet moments of silence. The way of heaven is to help and not harm. Meaning, true harmony aligns with helping, not causing harm. Spring comes, and the grass grows by itself. Meaning, natural growth and renewal happen without force, they are part of the cycle of life. What is firmly rooted cannot be pulled out. Meaning, when something is deeply established, it becomes resilient and enduring. The heart that gives, gathers. Meaning, generosity leads to receiving and gathering positive energy. Composure is the ruler of instability. Meaning, maintaining composure is the key to managing chaotic situations. At the center of your being, you have the answer, you know who you are and you know what you want. Meaning, deep within, you hold the answers to your identity and desires. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Meaning, embracing change and letting go of attachments lead to limitless possibilities. Those who flow as life flows know they need no other force. Meaning, those who adapt to the natural flow of life find they require no additional effort. Water is fluid, soft, and yielding. But water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield. As a rule, whatever is fluid, soft, and yielding will overcome whatever is rigid and hard. This is another paradox: what is soft is strong. Meaning, softness and adaptability possess hidden strength and can overcome even the most rigid obstacles. He who acts, spoils, he who grasps, lets slip. Meaning, overacting or trying to control can lead to negative outcomes. Sometimes, letting go is more effective. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. Meaning, true wisdom involves recognizing one's limitations and areas of ignorance. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. Meaning, stubbornly holding on to one's opinions can isolate them from others. A bad man is a good man's job. Meaning, improving or influencing someone with negative qualities can be challenging but worthwhile. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, the teacher will disappear. Meaning, teachers and guidance appear when you're open and prepared to learn. As learning progresses, the need for external guidance lessens. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. Meaning, to lead effectively, sometimes it's best to appear humble and supportive, even if you're in a leadership position. It is better to leave a vessel unfilled, than to attempt to carry it when it is full. Meaning, leaving room for growth and not overburdening oneself is wiser than attempting to carry too much. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Meaning, when sincerity is genuine and comes from within, it's felt and recognized by others. The road you can talk about is not the road you can walk on. Meaning, the true nature of something can only be understood through direct experience, not just by talking about it. When the people of the world all know beauty is beauty, there arises the recognition of ugliness. When they all know the good is good, there arises the recognition of evil. Meaning, understanding beauty and goodness creates a contrast that allows us to recognize ugliness and evil. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Meaning, complex challenges and significant accomplishments often begin with simple, small actions. Some lose and yet gain, others gain and yet lose. Meaning, life is full of contradictions and paradoxes, where apparent losses can lead to gains and vice versa. Knowing how to yield is strength. Meaning, being flexible and knowing when to compromise shows strength and wisdom. Not seeking, not expecting, she is present, and can welcome all things. Meaning, letting go of desires and expectations leads to being fully present and open to whatever comes. Chanting is no more holy than listening to the murmur of a stream. Counting prayer beads is no more sacred than simply breathing. Religious robes are no more spiritual than work clothes. Meaning, true spirituality is found in simple, everyday actions and experiences, not just in rituals or appearances. There is no illusion greater than fear. Meaning, fear can distort perception and create illusions that aren't grounded in reality. If I had just a little bit of wisdom, I should walk the great path and fear only straying from it. Meaning, even a small amount of wisdom can guide you on the right path and minimize your fear of deviating from it. With few there is attainment. With much, there is confusion. Meaning, simplicity and focus lead to successful achievement, while excess often leads to confusion. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and it will blunt. Meaning, excess and overindulgence can lead to waste, while constant maintenance prevents inefficiency. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Meaning, recognizing when you've reached sufficiency prevents greed and leads to contentment. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Meaning, underestimating others can lead to vulnerability and danger. Life and death are one thread, the same line viewed from different sides. Meaning, life and death are interconnected and part of the same continuum. Governing a great nation is like cooking a small fish. Too much handling will spoil it. Meaning, excessive interference can harm more than help, whether in leadership or other contexts. People, in their handling of affairs, often fail when they are about to succeed. If one remains as careful at the end as he was at the beginning, there will be no failure. Meaning, mistakes often occur when success is close. Maintaining care throughout ensures success. Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? Meaning, hope and fear stem from self-centeredness. Letting go of self-attachment reduces fear. I do not concern myself with gods and spirits, either good or evil, nor do I serve any. Meaning, a detachment from religious dogma or spiritual notions of good and evil. From caring comes courage. Meaning, compassion and care give rise to inner strength and bravery. Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Meaning, finding contentment and gratitude in the present moment leads to a sense of abundance. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. Meaning, expanding one's awareness and understanding leads to personal growth. By letting go, it all gets done. Meaning, sometimes, surrendering control allows things to naturally fall into place. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Meaning, depression arises from dwelling on the past, anxiety from worrying about the future, and true peace is found in the present moment. To hold, you must first open your hand. Let go. Meaning, to truly possess or receive something, one must release attachments. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Meaning, an open-minded traveler embraces the journey itself, without rigid goals. Stop thinking, and end your problems. Meaning, overthinking often creates problems. Letting go of excessive thought can bring relief. To see things in the seed, that is genius. Meaning, true insight involves recognizing potential and possibilities in the early stages. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. Meaning, treat the conclusion of something with the same care as its beginning. The further one goes, the less one knows. Meaning, as one delves deeper into knowledge, they become more aware of how much they don't know. When goodness is lost, there is morality. Meaning, when the natural inclination for goodness fades, people rely on moral rules. The Tao is nowhere to be found. Yet it nourishes and completes all things. Meaning, the Tao, the fundamental force of existence, is intangible but is the source of all creation. When men lost their understanding of the Tao, intelligence came along, bringing hypocrisy with it. Meaning, As people lost connection to the fundamental essence, artificial intelligence and deception emerged. The more laws and order are made prominent, the more thieves and robbers there will be. Meaning, excessive control and regulations often lead to rebellion and criminal behavior. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. Meaning, living simply, with fewer desires and selfishness, leads to clarity and contentment. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Meaning, releasing attachments and preconceptions allows for personal growth and transformation. If you try to change it, you will ruin it. Try to hold it, and you will lose it. Meaning, forcing change or clinging to something can lead to negative consequences. He who obtains has little. He who scatters has much. Meaning, sharing and giving generously lead to abundance, while hoarding brings scarcity. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. Meaning, true leadership involves supporting and empowering others from behind, not pushing from the front. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Meaning, inner harmony and beauty resonate beyond oneself and are sensed by the universe. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Meaning, meaningless busyness is less valuable than purposeful inactivity. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. Meaning, self-acceptance radiates positive energy that affects how others perceive and respond to you. An over-sharpened sword cannot last long. Meaning, excessive intensity or aggression leads to burnout and decline. Sincere words are not fine, fine words are not sincere. Meaning, authentic communication isn't always eloquent, and eloquence doesn't always reflect authenticity. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. Meaning, good health, contentment, and self-assurance are invaluable assets in life. If you do not value rare treasures, you will stop others from stealing. Meaning, appreciating and valuing something deters others from trying to take it. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. Meaning, seeking others' approval enslaves you to their opinions and expectations. A violent wind does not last for a whole morning, a sudden rain does not last for the whole day. Meaning, intense emotions or events are fleeting and will eventually subside. When you are at one with loss, the loss is experienced willingly. Meaning, accepting loss and embracing it willingly reduces suffering. He who knows he has enough is rich. Perseverance is a sign of willpower. He who stays where he is endures. To die but not to perish is to be eternally present. Meaning, contentment, determination, and enduring challenges lead to lasting fulfillment. Nature is not human-hearted. Meaning, natural processes are unbiased and do not show human emotions. Respond to anger with virtue. Deal with difficulties while they are still easy. Handle the great while it is still small. Meaning, respond to challenges with integrity, address problems early, and prevent larger issues from arising. And there you have it, fellow seekers of wisdom. Lao Tzu's timeless quotes have ignited a spark within us, guiding us on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. But wait, the journey doesn't end here. Join our community of curious minds by smashing that like button, subscribing for more insightful content, and don't forget to drop your favorite Lao Tzu quote in the comments below. Let's keep this dialogue flowing as we embrace the ancient wisdom that continues to shape our modern lives. Share the love, share the knowledge, because together, we're rewriting the book of inspiration. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired.